Wake up, babe. New Pokemon game just dropped, and your least favorite YouTuber just made a silly, goofy challenge video for it. Can you beat Pokemon Legends Arceus with only Gen 1 Pokemon? Pokemon Blue is my favorite Pokemon game. I love all the silly little sprites that look like drug-induced nightmares. They just darling. So let's go over the rules. Only Gen 1 Pokemon, except for pre-evolutions that can become certain Gen 1 Pokemon. Meaning I can use Pokemon like Pichu or Mime Jr., but likewise, I can use a Magmar but cannot evolve it into Magmortar and use it in battle. Catching Pokemon of other generations is fine, but I can only battle with those from Gen 1. With that said, let's get started. We start by playing the intro to Kingdom Hearts, and wake up on the beach to be woken up by Kyrie, I mean Professor Laventon. Along with being woken up by these Pokemon, we found our phone has been transformed into the Arc phone, which assumably means Arceus is speaking to us and we are on a mission from God. I help the professor round up his lost Pokemon and he walks me into town. We meet Team Galactic, the Team Galaxy, the Galaxy team, who reluctantly takes us in, but we ain't no freeloader. They gave me a miniskirt, some lipstick, and a Pokemon and told me to earn my keep. They gave me a starter, which contradicts this challenge, as they don't offer any first generation starters, so the very second I get in a trainer battle, I fail the challenge. No worries though, every Pokemon starter in every game usually starts with a debuff attack like Tail Whip or Growl, so surely I should be— Cyndaquil only knows Quick Attack. The challenge has failed, but we're just gonna continue anyways. After beating Volo, who is seemingly the ancestor of Cynthia, the Pokemon champion from modern Sinnoh, I met Commander Kamado, the leader of the Galaxy team, and I try to take him down, banking on the idea that maybe the old man didn't take his meds, and his arthritis is irritating him. I charged him in an attempt to kill him, and take his spot as head of the Galaxy team, but it was a failed attempt. Now isn't the time to mourn what could have been. Now is the time we build my team. First, we found Ponyta. Previously, I was catching Pokemon as a means of increasing my ranking in Team Galaxy, but I'm not allowed to use them in combat. After capturing Ponyta, I did the unthinkable. I caught a second Ponyta, and began training as a means to capture stronger Gen 1s. Next, I got a level 26 Graveler, which is way too high a level to listen to me. Using him right now would be a gamble. Then I found God himself, a Snorlax, the most iconic Gen 1 Pokemon. He's an alpha Pokemon, which means his level is mad high and his catch rate is a little lower. So we'll come back to that. Next was an Abra, who will become a Kadabra. A psychic Pokemon will be invaluable to the cause. I also caught a Mime Jr. with intent to get Mr. Mime, but I forgot to capture that. Returning to the village, I reached rank 1, and Akari, challenged me to a battle. I gave Mime Jr. a chance to earn my love, but to no one's surprise, she fell short. A level 17 Mime Jr. getting absolutely gamed on by a level 9 Pikachu. Disgusting. Graveler proved to be a rock and not conduct electricity. If only Mime Jr. could have been so solid and non-static. Returning to the wild, I evolved Abra to Kadabra. I fucked around and tried to catch Snorlax. Mime Jr. paid for my arrogance. Time went on and I added 2 pieces of cannon fodder to my party. I defeated my first alpha Pokemon, caught a Golduck, and absolutely played some Scythers. This game has a really interesting system of being able to capture Pokemon if they're unaware. We can also use spoiled apricots and balls of mud as throwable items to give these sweet innocent Pokemon concussions, and then trap them into a confined space. Saying this out loud, this probably sounds like animal abuse, but that's just Pokemon, baby. I managed to catch an Alpha Graveler. Now I finally had a team worthy of facing Snorlax. I promised myself I wouldn't continue the main story until I caught Snorlax, but things seemed promising. I now have a full team. Surely I can manage to catch one Pokemon. He wiped me. Round 2, but this time I brought both my Gravelers, including the Alpha Chad Sigma. This time I would catch Snorlax for sure. I got wiped again. But this third time, for sure. I think it's time to continue the main quest. I beat an Alpha Cricketune at some sort of sacred ground. I met Santa's head reindeer, who's apparently a sacred being who gives people rides. I evolved the Disappointment into a ball disappointment that's not allowed within 50 feet of children. Returning to the village, we met the heads of the Diamond and Pearl clans, who to no surprise are 2 children bickering. They're essentially 2 religious cults who war over who's right about their depictions of the same god. Scary how a children's game mimics real life so accurately. The main focus for plot as of now is that the big space-time rift in the sky that span us out is now enraging the noble Pokemon that the Bloods and the Crips are charged with protecting. I've seen people criticize this game for being repetitive, seeing as the plot line is quelling the 5 noble Pokemon, and if you the viewer feel that way, let me remind you, The original focus of Pokemon was beat 8 gym leaders, fight your dickhead rival at least 3 or 4 times, save scum to catch legendaries, defeating a crime syndicate, beating the Elite Four, and forgetting to bring revives to beat the champion. Pokemon has always been repetitive. It's literally just a more intricate game of rock, paper, scissors, but someone shipped the game with animal abuse and edgy 10-year-olds. Continuing with the plot of quelling the 5 noble Pokemon, prior to doing so, we usually have to battle a warden, using a mix of Dark Souls Fable rolling around, and having the player throw bombs at the Pokemon as a means to calm it, and then proceeding to use whatever alpha Pokemon you have as a means to concuss it. After saving Kleavor via curb stomping, I caught a Pikachu as I didn't have any electric types yet. This isn't the anime. I'm not some lovey-dovey trainer who sees the world through playground eyes. I'm a man. I dodge the IRS and bench at the gym, hoping the next rep will be too much and end it all. I took that Thunderstone and shoved it down Pikachu's throat. In this household, we fully endorse supplements. I continued to train my team and eventually evolved quite a few of them. I even caught Snorlax before reaching the second noble Pokemon. There aren't too many battles in this game, seeing as the primary objective is more exploration than battling. So I'm gonna make like your favorite animes and do time skips. Akari challenged me to another battle, because she didn't learn her lesson the first time. I then went on to challenge all of the remaining noble Pokemon: Lilligant, Arcanine, Nurbit, and Avalugg. After that, I caught an Alpha Ninetales and found a sickly Tentacruel. Defeating the Lords seemingly caused the sky to go black, which made everyone suspicious of me, the guy who fell from the sky. Xenophobia is a very big theme in this game. I got cast out of the village. I think this scene is meant to parallel Laventon escorting you into the village for the first time. I'll be honest, shit kinda hurt. Volo was the only person to offer assistance, and thus began a 3-part fetch quest to meet the 3-lake Pokemon and obtaining their treasure or some shit. Made my way even further up the mountain, got harassed by an ancient boomer, and in the biggest Pokemon related plot twist, he ended up being a ninja. I took his Kakashi looking ass to the cleaners. Finally, I found Commander Kamado at the peak of the mountain, the very man who exiled me, attempting to close the hole in the sky himself. We called him an ignorant old man and battled him. He really didn't put up much of a fight, but he held his ground better than any other trainer has. His Snorlax bested my Snorlax, but that's about it. Commander Kamado accepted my superiority, and I ventured forward, ready to confront Palkia. He looked pretty intimidating in the battle, but as is the way these things go, a child caught the space god in a tiny little ball. Then Dialga came to play, but for whatever reason, I can't catch Dialga in a regular Pokeball. They probably explained this, but reading comprehension isn't my strong suit. Laventon made us an Origin Ball, which to my understanding may as well be a Master Ball for Dialga, and after a final quelling, we got the God of Time, and we beat the main game of Pokemon. Now on to the post-game. Volo aids us in catching legendary Pokemon. They give us the remaining pieces to find Arceus. After catching Cresselia, Heatran, the Lake Pokemon, and everybody's favorite Pokemon, we meet Volo at the Temple of Sinnoh. He shows us his alternate Smash skin and announces all the dastardly things he's done to try and force Arceus into existence. Volo is the hardest trainer battle you'll find in the game, repping a full 6 Pokemon team and a unique comp. By the time the battle was over, 4 of mine had fainted before I beat his last Pokemon, Togekiss. But Volo has 3 phases. During the second phase, he commands a legendary Pokemon, Giratina, who outlevels my team. I got to phase 3 before losing. This was the first battle I'd lost. Now was the time to grind. Not only levels, but also materials and money to create max revives. I couldn't beat Giratina with skill. This time I'd need the power of leveling and capitalism to beat him. I made sure to also teach Ninetales Shadow Ball and have Vaporeon master the move. I decided to release all the legendaries I had captured and then went on to challenge Volo once more. This time around I lost 1 Pokemon, before finishing the first phase. In the second phase, we lost another Pokemon, but having an abundance of max revives really helps you coast. The Shadow Ball meta really put the work in. Vaporeon, with the power of friendship, spamming, and item use, killed the devil, and we defeated Volo. Now having all the plates, my magic flute became an ocarina, and I called forth Arceus. I pulled out the 9 and was ready to kill God. Nothing could stop me. Seek out all Pokemon? I'm not doing that. And I failed to beat Pokemon Legends Arceus with only Gen 1 Pokemon. All because of Cyndaquil.